Hi cuties! I hope you guys are doing so well. Today's video is going to be a massive nail haul of products from content creator and entrepreneur Crisania Neri. I could not be more excited. These products are directly from Crisania. She reached out to me and I was literally so blown away by how sweet she is. She told me that she watches my videos, which literally blows my mind because her nail art is so perfect and like I literally look up to her, and the fact that she watches my YouTube videos and enjoys them and wanted to collaborate with me literally made me like my heart explode. So yeah, thank you so much Crisania if you're watching this video. Thank you so much for collaborating with me. So yeah, this box right here is full of Crisania's amazing nail products that she works on super hard herself. What she's most known for is her 3D gel clay. I've never used it before, but I've seen the nail art that people create with it and it is so adorable. And I am just so thankful to have it in my possession now. And it's like such perfect timing because these past few weeks, I've been really switching my focus to not just being on like extensions and acrylic, but like keeping my natural nails at their natural length, which have been growing out pretty nicely, and just like focusing on spending my time doing really adorable nail art. And one of the things I love to do, but always like didn't have time to do or got too tired by the time I got to the nail art part, is 3D sculpted nail art. So I am so excited to get into these products. And not only that, but she really genuinely cares about the quality and safety of her products. They are all vegan and cruelty-free, PETA certified. She showed me all the documentation, and I'm pescatarian, so the reason I am pescatarian is because I love animals, so that does mean a lot to me. So I'm very happy about that. Her products are HEMA and TPO free. Each of them has been evaluated by a certified cosmetic safety assessor and passed the test with flying colors. And she gets her products independently tested by Doug Schoon, who honestly I've never heard of him before, but if you do some research, he is one of the most respected chemists in the nail industry. So honestly, I feel really safe using these products. Like they're not going to give me weird skin allergies or anything. So that is very good to know, and I'm very happy about that. She also works with premium manufacturers in Japan, Korea, all over the globe. If you've never heard of her before and you're like in the nail community, that would be very surprising to me. But if you've never heard of her before, it may be because her main platform where she has a lot of followers is on Instagram. And of course, I will be linking her Instagram down below along with her YouTube channel, which she posts on sometimes as well, posts really cute shorts of 3D nail art tutorials. So yeah, I'm honestly sad that I've never actually like bought them myself, because recently I've really been trying to not spend too much on nail supplies because I do very blessedly and thankfully get PR, and I'm also trying to save to move out. And dude, I'm gonna have to go to the dentist soon and I'm scared and I'm probably gonna have to pay a lot of money. But I am literally so thankful that she sent these to me. So, and I'm so excited to open them up. And like, sorry for talking your ear off. If you're not a regular here and don't like listening to me yap, you probably already skipped ahead, but that's fine. Let's actually just get into this box, shall we? And unleash the beauty and majesty and whimsicalness, kawaii-ness that lies inside, shall we? Let's get into the haul portion. So this is like a haul video, but I am of course planning on doing a set of nails with these products. I've been looking at inspiration on Pinterest and I am really excited to do a Christmas themed like 3D nail art set today. You guys, I'm so excited because I know that her aesthetic is like super kawaii and adorable. It's what I love so much, and oh my goodness, there's so much stuff in here and it's all perfectly and wonderfully bubble wrapped. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me put this box off to the side and we will unwrap everything one by one. This is perfect to be doing during the Christmas season because I literally feel like it's Christmas. And I'm sorry if it starts looking like my eyes are watering. I literally feel like I'm gonna cry because I am so happy to be doing this right now. So, okay, I'm really curious to see what's in here because it's like squishy. So let's see. That makes sense. This is a bag full of little sponges because I know one of her products is like a pat ombre gel. So that is probably what that is going to be for. I love this little art, like she made art specifically for the packaging of the sponges. Are you kidding me? That's attention to detail. That's adorable. So I'm grabbing out this, which seems to be 2 collections. I've been wanting to use these products so bad, but I had like other commitments and other videos that I had to do, and I was just like refraining from opening them and using them in those videos because I wanted to create a dedicated video to opening them. You guys, do you see this packaging? Do you see this? It just like makes me so happy because I feel like Crisania and I's like aesthetic and things that we like are so similar. Like I love colors, I love stars, I love teddy bears, I love hearts. Like it's just so perfect. I feel like she made these collections specifically for me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little too excited. I think I need to drink some water. No more screaming. So this is one of her collections of 3D sculpting gel, the Berry Sweet Dreams collection. And underneath, oh my goodness. And this is a collection of gel polish. It is the CX Sky collection. Like, look at how adorable that art is. That is so cute. It makes me so happy. And I think why it makes me even more happy is like because I know that like a fellow nail content creator who she reached out to me herself made it. And I feel like I have like more of a connection to her than to like the other brands that will send me stuff. And I know that probably they get someone to design their packaging and stuff for them, but I feel like this is like her work. You know what I'm saying? It's so adorable. Okay. I'm gonna put this one to the side for now. Okay, we're gonna put this to the side for now. And let's take a look at the Berry Sweet Dreams 3D gel collection. So here we have a little swatch card of all of the different colors, which look like they're going to be perfect pastels. And here we have all of the gels. So, okay, so of course, let's go through each of these one by one. Let me just take them all out of here. I'm like refraining from like getting too excited about the packaging because I know you guys get it probably by now that I am like in love with her style of packaging. But like the little bear angels holding a star on each little container literally blesses my soul and will bless my soul every single time that I use them. Okay. And the names are adorable. So this one is Bubblegum. They come in 10-gram pots. And they're each sealed with the foil. And I actually don't think I'm going to take the foil completely off because I feel like it helps it keep everything clean. So I'm just gonna use this little tool, which is supposed to be meant for like scraping off cuticle, but I never use it for that because that scares me. And I'm just going to like cut a little circle in here. Oh wait. Just kidding, just kidding. The foil is over the little cap. It has its own cap. Thank you, Crisania. Oh my goodness. So you don't even have to keep the foil on there. First of all, the foil is so easy to remove, which I always have trouble with the foil. And second of all, you can remove the foil completely because the tub itself has its own little cover to keep everything clean, which is so much nicer than just having foil on there. So yeah. That is a beautiful pink color. Dude, that looks yummy. Like, I want to eat that. Do you see the texture of it? Like, it's the texture of actual clay. It's not like those other 3D clays that I've used before from Amazon where they kind of just like level out in the container after a while of not using it. This has all of its texture. It's like a sculpey polymer clay texture is what it looks like. Also, I decided for the 3D clays, I'm not going to swatch all of them. I'm just going to open them all so that we can see the colors. And then when I do the nails, I'm going to test the 3D clays and I'm going to test the gel polish, obviously. I'm just going to test everything when I do the nails because I don't want to waste this product, guys. Like this product is precious. So yeah. We have Creamsicle. Oh, that is literally Creamsicle. That is the most beautiful, like, neon pastel orange. Like, I don't really usually like orange colors, but I love this orange. I hope it's showing up on camera properly because this orange is so, so pretty. Angel cake, like, that is adorable. Also, you guys, Crisania was literally the sweetest. She literally told me that I did not have to make a video with the products. Like, I could just test them to see if I like them first before putting them in my videos, which is so sweet of her. But I could not include you guys in the excitement of opening these products because I knew how excited I was to open them, and I know you guys like a good haul, so yeah. But yeah, she is just like, she is very, very genuine. And I really appreciate that. Ooh, this is like a very, like, this is like a soft tan color. Like, I would imagine this color, I could use it for like a teddy bear or something. What's it called again? Angel cake. Yeah, this is definitely a cake color. They have a very, very subtle smell to them. Honestly, I wouldn't say they have a smell because you can't smell it unless you literally touch your nose to the product like I just did. But yeah, they literally have like no smell. Banana pudding. Okay, I'm just going to speed through the rest of these colors because there's a lot of other products to get through. So let's just get a move on. Okay, I just have to say that this is the most beautiful green I've literally ever seen. This is my favorite shade of green ever. I love this so much. Okay. Yo, that is the most beautiful purplish blue periwinkle color ever. That is the perfect, like, periwinkle color. Oh, I love that. That is so beautiful. Okay, I'm sorry. This is literally, I've turned the face cam off because this is supposed to be like an aesthetic B-roll of like opening these, but this is just too beautiful to not say something. And it looks like ice cream. That literally looks like a scoop of ice cream in there. That is magnificent. That's magnificent. Such a perfect pastel, like bright blue. These are so perfect. Okay, y'all, like, do you see this? I don't understand how she literally made each color like my favorite version of that color, with the exception of like probably this one and this one, which is the angel cake and the banana pudding. But that color is a super duper convenient color to have because do you know how many times I've had to mix that color myself when I'm trying to make like a teddy bear or a reindeer or something? So this color, I already know that this color is going to come in handy so much, and also with this yellow. But these colors right here, like I of course just like vibrant colors, and these colors are like pastel but vibrant at the same time, and that is my favorite shade of color. The ones that are like not super saturated but super vibrant, and she did such a good job with these. I cannot wait to see how these work. All right, next, let's look at the Sea and Sky collection, which is not a 3D gel collection, but a gel polish collection. And you guys, when I saw that she came out with this collection, I looked at it on her website and I was very tempted to buy it. And I am so grateful that she ended up sending it to me because guys, I don't make that much money doing this, okay? I'm not rich. But you know, my dream is to be able to buy whatever I want one day on my YouTube budget. But so I'm literally so thankful to have this now and so excited to swatch it. Oh my goodness. Look at how adorable these bottles are. I promise I did not plan this, but they match my current nails perfectly. This is a very large box, so I'm thinking that there's a second layer to this. And I'm kind of curious if... Wait a second. Wait a dang minute. Okay, this bottom part opens and there's a little tab here. So I'm pretty sure that means that this slides out. The fact that there's a separate drawer for all of these accessories and they're not just like thrown in the box with the box of gel polish is like such a beautiful product design that I am like so appreciative of. Like I noticed these things and I love them. First of all, she included swatch jewels for you and they're teddy bear shaped. So you don't have to go out of your way to buy swatch jewels like I would have to do with all of my other Korean nail brands. Like all the Korean nail gels that I would swatch, I would have to make sure that I was buying the swatch jewels so that I could put them on the stand. But because she provides the stand for you, she literally goes out of her way and makes sure that you have the jewels to swatch. So you don't even have to worry about buying those. That's really nice. I really like that. Not to mention that this swatch stand is adorable. This swatch stand is adorable. Like, look at the little goldfish, look at the star. There's a mermaid and a little fairy teddy bear. You guys, this is so cute. This is like, I'm telling you, Crisania is an artist. She's an artist. And look at these colors. They're so beautiful. So I don't even know if you have to swatch the colors on the swatches. I think you do, but then she puts this there so that they like maybe pop a little bit more, or you know where each color is supposed to be. There's like a little airbrush of it so you don't like mix anything up or anything. It's not just like a number on a swatch stand. It's literally a beautiful name. Like, look at these names: Luna Moth, Fairy Dust, Moonbeam, Sea Wing, Goldfish, Mermaid's Kiss. Like, these names are so sweet. There's a swatch stand. I'm sorry, if you know me, you know that I like to pay attention to the details. She included a big magnet wand. That's crazy. Usually the magnets that are included in these sets are like this, which is like a very cheap magnet, but it does indeed work. But I actually bought one of these magnets for myself because I like these magnets so much more. There's so much leverage on them when you're trying to use them. And yeah, these magnets, by the way, is for the cat eye gel, which is going to be in this collection. But that is just so amazing that she literally includes everything that you need in here. And like good quality too, not just like including it to say that she included it. She put like a good one. Like, I really like this magnet. I have one. Here it is. So this is the one that she included in the box, and this is the one that I already have, and they're literally the same thing. So that's really nice. Oh my goodness! An adorable little keychain. That's so cute. I am 100% putting this, oh my goodness. I just got a new carrier for my colored pencils, and I'm definitely going to put this on that. That is so adorable. I love this. And it even has a little paintbrush. Oh my goodness. And a sticker. This is going on my sketchbook. I love how this is like she really does see nail art as an art. That just is so special to me because that's how I see it as well. And I just love that so much. What is this little thing? I know it's going to be some sort of gel polish, or at least I assume it's going to be, but I'm not exactly sure what. Oh, okay. I think that this is just one of the gel polishes that is part of the collection, but maybe she didn't have enough room to put them in like the main part, so she put it down here in this little drawer instead of just not including it, which is really great. So thank you for including an extra gel polish, even though it didn't like fit in the main part of the box. So yeah, that was it for that little drawer. This is the first box that I've opened that is like this detailed like this. Like there was a lot of thought put into this, and I can tell, and it's just like very appreciated. All right. And oh, at the top, when you open it up, there's this little thank you note. It says this collection captures the mystical balance of two ever-changing worlds, the sea and the sky, which I love because the sea and the sky are both blue, and they both have like very similar vibes. And I feel like the animals that live in the sea and the animals that fly in the sky are both very majestic in different ways than like mammals are. So yeah, anyway, the natural shift in temperature within the sea, cooler and darker as you go deeper, warmer and softer near the surface. These color-changing cat eye gels transform with heat and cold, revealing color changes that echo the ocean's quiet depths and gentle rise, paired with soft, glassy pastel cat eyes that shimmer like butterfly wings fluttering across the sky. That is so beautiful. That description of these gel polishes is literally a poem. These are all absolutely gorgeous. I will absolutely show you in different lighting with the different cameras so that you can see the full effect and all the dimension of these different gel polishes, because they're not all the same. 5 of them are reflective, or at least from what I can tell, 5 of them are super reflective, so they're going to be really bright and sparkly under a flash. And the other 4 of them are more shifty between 2 colors, but they're all cat eye gel. And I can absolutely see how they're like sky and sea themed, because like the orange and pinky colors and red colors not only resemble like coral, but they also remind me of beautiful sunsets. And then obviously all like the greenish blues and the black also are like either a dark sky at night or a dark sea abyss. So I feel like there's just so much thought in like creativity put into this set. Also, I absolutely love this box that they came in because it's like no other box that I've ever gotten. It's small enough that I can store like in one of my bins or like drawers. I don't know, I feel like it's just more functional than any of the other boxes that I've got before that are just like cardboard with like cardboard dividers, because this one, it's like not only is it magnetic, but it also fits the gel polishes perfectly. And it has this little drawer that comes out. It literally just like feels like an organizer, like an adorably designed organizer. So honestly, I might end up keeping my gel polishes in here because this is just so cute. Okay, I see this little silver tool in here, and I'm pretty sure this silver tool, you probably can't see it in the camera, but this little silver tool is for the little sponges. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be her pat gel, or the gel that you use with the sponge to create ombre effects. I've used something very similar to this from Betsy before, but I only have a couple of those colors. And what's really cool about these ones, I know that you can use these as stamping gels as well, because I've seen Crisania use them as stamping gels. So yeah, we have the little tool right here, which is, yep, a little grabber for the sponges. And then look at this little art of this teddy bear blowing a bubble. Adorable. Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys, it's a little shaker charm. There's a shaker charm built in to the palette. I'm like so excited because I feel like this is everything that like I would wish for a gel collection. Like everything that I would wish. Like, I don't know. I feel like nobody else would think to put a shaker charm on top of a palette of gel. Okay, wait. Is there a film on top of this? I feel like there's probably a film on top of this. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is adorable. This is absolutely my favorite palette of gel polish I've ever seen in my entire life. Honestly, I've never even opened a Korean gel collection that had so much thought put into it. Like, as these collections so far that I've opened, I'm like super duper impressed. Like, I just love Crisania's work so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is going to take me a while. If you like painting and drawing and stuff, you've probably seen the Himi gouache where you have to like peel open each of the little pots. That is exactly what this is like. You have to peel open each of these individual ones. But yeah, here she includes, oh my, is this a palette? Does this come? Oops. Oh, that was really dumb, but it's fine because I'm gonna have to take them all out anyway. I dumped it upside down to see if this, like, this part came out because it kind of looks like it would come out. Oh my goodness, she literally, it turns. I'm telling you, she must be a painter or something. Like, she must have worked with painting supplies because this is like how they make, I mean, honestly, I don't even think I've ever used an actual paint palette that is this nice, that like this moves like this and swivels. Oh my goodness, this is innovation. Look at this. I'm very impressed by this. Oh my goodness. And it does also say on it that it is a multi-purpose art gel, palette perfect for soft ombre blends using a sponge, stamping cute patterns, and painting smooth, creamy, and super fun to use. So it's meant to be a painting gel, an ombre gel, and a stamping gel. Like, this gel can do everything. You guys, I'm feeling so blessed right now. My goodness, this is adorable. This is perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start popping all of these open so that I can put them into the palette. The palette also came with these little double-sided tapes. But yeah, the vibes so far that I get from Crisania's product and the vibe that I've known that her products have is that it's really like nail art supplies made by a nail artist for nail artists. Like, you can tell that she uses these supplies and that she is a nail artist and that she makes them keeping us in mind because they have literally everything so far that I could hope for in each of the products, in each of the collections, and it's so nice. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just like, so far, it's just like a different vibe. She actually did give me a discount code if you would like to use it. It is Ann10, and that'll get you 10% off all of her products. But of course, do not feel obligated to use it. That's just if you want to have 10% off. And also, I do get a small commission from it, so it will also help me out. But of course, no pressure to use it. And if you just want to support Crisania and buy it at full price, that's awesome too. So yeah. All right, so I put all of the little pots of paint in their little places. And as you can see, there were a couple of them where I accidentally like stuck the little tweezers that I was using to put them into the little palette, or I accidentally poked them with my cuticle pusher, which I was using to press them down into the tape to make sure that they were like secured and really like stuck in there. I accidentally like dipped it into the paint itself. But what I did was I just scraped as much of the paint off of like the tool that I could, or I used my little silicone tool to like kind of scrape it off. And honestly, I don't think I wasted too much product, because like this is the little wipe that I used to wipe off the tool that had the product on it, and it's not that much. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Of course, it's not like the perfect arrangement, but that's just the arrangement that I chose. But I do think before I move on, I do want to test how they work just as like a painting gel, an ombre gel, and as a stamping gel. So let's do that. All right, I'm not gonna swatch every single color because you can clearly see the paint here and you can see the color of all of them, the true color. It's not like in a closed bottle. I'm just going to pick like 1 or 2 colors and test that just so we can see how all of them work. So I think I'm just gonna go with like, I don't know, let's just go with this one in the corner just because it's in the corner. Ooh, yes, it is very solid. It's a very solid consistency. Let me get a close up. Okay, do you like see this? It's a very solid consistency. So let's first test just as like a painting gel. That is a super opaque. Like, I would be confident just having 1 coat without having to go over my lines. I love how there's a little bit of the brush texture in there, just like there would be with like an acrylic paint or a gouache. Yeah, it does really feel like I'm painting with these, so I really like that. So let me just give that a cure so that it can dry, because these are gels, even though they do feel like paints. Don't forget that they do need to be cured with an LED UV lamp. And actually the special instructions say that they need to be cured for 120 seconds. So I'm just flash curing it right now with this little lamp, but after I like do all of them and want to make sure that they're fully cured on these little swatches, I will be putting them in my full lamp for a full 2 minutes. And of course, when you are curing them, make sure you're doing it away from this palette of open gels because they're gel. So if you get the curing lamp on them, they will start to cure. Okay, next I'm going to take out these little sponges and I'm going to use this little tool that came with the palette to grab the sponge like so. And I'm just going to pat it lightly onto the gel. And actually for the ombre effect, I think before I put it directly onto the swatch, I'm going to like pat it once onto this part of the palette just to kind of like even out, or a couple times actually, just to kind of like even out the spread of the color onto the sponge, if that makes sense, so that like the ombre is even. And then I'm gonna just start patting it on the tip of this swatch. And I'm going to kind of use the clean side of the sponge to like fade it down. And I dipped it again in the gel so that I could make it a little bit more opaque towards the top. And there we go. We have a super soft, nice, even gradient that literally looks like an airbrush did that. All right, I grabbed my stamping palettes so that we can see how they work with stamping. And usually whenever I've done stamping in the past, I've used just regular nail polish, and I've used actually like specific stamping nail polish from Maniology. So this is gonna be my first time ever using a gel product to do stamping. And actually a lot of my stamps are Halloween themed, or at least the ones I have in here. But I think I'm gonna use one of these like little bows. These are cute. And this is just for the swatch. So I just want to show you guys that they can indeed be used for stamping. And actually, now that I've been doing nail art just on my natural nail length, I've been wanting to get into stamping a lot more, because stamping really is meant for like shorter nails. At least the stamping plates that I get, like with the larger designs, they fit on natural nail length much better than they do on extra long tips. So yeah. Anyway, okay, so wipe it off, make sure it's all clean with some rubbing alcohol. And then the way Crisania does it, she uses a little rubber nail art tool and she gets a little bit of the gel. And by the way, these colors do have refills. So if you run out of one color, you can buy a specific refill from her website. You don't have to buy a whole new palette. And then she like puts it on the stamp and like makes sure that it's completely covered with the gel in all the crevices. And then she takes her stamper, and actually I probably should have done this before, but what she does, she actually uses a buffer to buff her stamping block to make sure that it's completely matte instead of shiny. And I guess that helps if you're using a gel product, which I've never used a gel product before. So that's why I've never done this before, but I am going to do that now. I'm just gonna like make sure that it is completely matte and not shiny on top. And then before I pick up the stamp, I'm gonna use my little scraper and I'm gonna scrape off the excess gel. I'm gonna roll the stamp over the design. Oh, it picked it up actually so well. You guys cannot even see that. It picked it up really well. And the key to getting it to pick up well is to make sure to go slow when you're using gel instead of regular nail stamping polish. And then I'm just gonna like pick up the extra parts, remove them with this little card. So we're left just with the stamp, and there's no rush because this is gel polish, so it doesn't air dry, which is so nice. And I'm gonna come over here to my little nail and put it on. That worked so well. I'm so excited about that. Oh my goodness, that just made me so much more excited to try stamping more often. Okay, I'm gonna cure that to make sure that it doesn't get messed up. And then before I do anything else, I'm just going to make sure that I clean off this palette over here and close it up so that none of the colors accidentally cure or anything like that. Oh my goodness, this is such a versatile palette of gel polishes. Oh my goodness. They're not even gel polishes. I would definitely refer to them as gel paint, and that's why they're called Pat Art Gel. They're art gel. You can use them in so many different ways. I mean, if you wanted to use them as gel polish, they would work as gel polish. They might just not level out as easy as gel polish, but it's not really what they're meant for. They're meant to be used for like ombres or stamping or nail art, like line art and like little details and stuff where you don't want it to level out super easily. I love this. This is such a versatile product. I love this so much. I'm going to be using this a lot for nail art, I believe, in the future. This has to be one of my favorite products that I've tried, for sure. Not only because the packaging is adorable and I just like want to give it a hug, but because you can literally use this in so many ways. I'm just so in love with this product. I could give it a kiss right now, but I have a lip liner on and I don't want to get it on the packaging. Okay, I also have a few little individual pots of her 3D art gels from like different collections, I believe. So let's open them up. Oh my goodness. It's a little bear letting like a little ghost out of a jar. It's adorable. So this is just a white sculpting gel, which I'm very thankful that she sent because this is going to definitely come in handy since the other collection did not contain a white. So it's really good to know that you can buy this individually because I feel like white is going to be a color that you're going to like run out of first before the other colors because white tends to be a more frequently used color or non-color. Ghostly glow. Does that mean that this one's glow in the dark? Wait, is the other one glow in the dark too? Okay, wait, this box says that it's the glow in the dark 3D gel. Is this one? Okay, no. This one, the other one, the white one is just the classic 3D gel, but this black one is definitely glow in the dark. And I'm so glad that the box specifies that. Whoa. I don't know why I was like assuming for this one to be black, but it's just like a milky white glow in the dark. That is so cool. I will absolutely insert a clip of what this looks like in the dark. And then this one with this adorable little like rainbow chubby little bear astronaut is one of her jelly gels. So this one should be a bit transparent, which honestly are some of the ones that I am like most excited to try because I have never seen a 3D jelly gel like she does them. And actually, if I really like this one, I might have to purchase myself some of her like 3D jelly gels for myself for Christmas because like I've seen what people do with them and it's so adorable. And I don't know why, but there's just something about like a translucent clay that I love so much. Like ever since I was younger, I would sculpt things with like the Sculpey clay, like the polymer clay that you oven bake. And my favorite one to get was the translucent clay. And I would like mix it with the other ones to make like semi-translucent clays because I just thought it was so cool. And so like, I feel like a jelly 3D gel is just gonna fulfill my childhood dreams, you know what I'm saying? Just like speak to my inner child. Oh no, I think this one was upside down and I think that it's stuck to the lid, but that's why it's very good that there's this lid. Oh, whoa. This is a jelly black 3D gel. That is so cool. I'm actually so glad that she sent the black one. That is so cool. I don't know if you can tell that it's jelly just in the pot because it's like stacked on top of each other so it looks more opaque, but you can kind of tell the consistency is a lot different than the other ones. It's much more glossy, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we will definitely try it in the nail art to see how it differs from the other ones. Oh, and this one's a milky white. Awesome. The little art on the packaging is adorable. I just like cannot get over it. Okay, yeah, the milky white definitely has that same consistency and look that the jelly black one did because it's like semi-transparent. And here's just the difference so you can see real quick between the regular white and the milky white. You can definitely see a difference in the texture and just like the look. I feel like this one looks a lot more like a warmer white maybe. Actually, I don't know if I'd say that. It's just like a very white and this one is a little bit more transparent. So there's a little bit more of like a cool tone coming through, probably just from like the packaging and the clear gel. So yeah. And the last 3D gel is a clear. I can definitely tell that the stickier ones level out or move around easier. Like if you leave this one upside down, it's 100% going to stick to the little lid part, which is why I'm so glad that she includes this little like lid protector thingy so that it doesn't become impossible to actually open the container. But I feel like the colored ones, if you left them upside down, they wouldn't really move much, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that looks like a very clear. I can literally see the bottom of the little pot and that big air bubble in there. That's super clear. I'm gonna cover it before any dust can get into it. And finally, I have her special matte top coat, which is made specifically for chrome. So to be able to like put chrome on flawlessly. And then also her 3D blending gel, which is a gel that is supposed to help you smooth out your sculpting with like a little brush. Oh, it says on it, smooth and blends 3D charms. So yeah. Oh yeah, here's the ingredients on the back, but like I said already, her stuff is all HEMA and TPO free, with exception, at least the one that I have, the Sea and Sky collection. She told me though that the HEMA and TPO free one is already in production, which I haven't checked yet, but it might already be on her website. But if it's not, it's definitely in production. So yeah, but I believe that the one that I have does have a teeny bit of HEMA in it, but I'm not worried about it because she did show me the documentation that she sent to the lab to check the safety, and it is completely safe for use. So I'm not worried about it, but in case you were wondering. But yeah, let me just open these up so we can see the bottles, because these bottles are so cute. I love how her bottles are like square. It's so cute. Okay. Ooh. So that is everything that I have from Crisania for this haul. I am so thankful that she sent these to me, and I cannot wait to try them. I've been wanting to try her products for a while, so I'm so thankful that she reached out to me. And you guys already know from the rest of this video that I am absolutely infatuated with these products and the packaging and everything. They are absolutely my like aesthetic, my vibe. I love them so much. I'm very excited to try them out. So let's just not waste any time and get straight into the nail art, shall we? I actually decided that I'm going to do the nails in part 2 because they're going to be super cute and deserve their own video. In the meantime, here's a peek at what my plan is for them so you have something to look forward to. See you in the next one!